And hello again YouTube, welcome to another little video. Thought I'll come back with a Street Fighter collection video. This is part 1. There will be a part 2 to this one. Couldn't get it all into the display. I've got quite a lot of big statues and I've actually only got the 3 bookcases. I aim to get a lot of this stuff into glass cabinets, so I didn't really want to waste money buying more of these bookcases from IKEA when they're not actually going to do what I need for the job. But yeah, I've got a new memory card, so I might be able to make this video a little bit longer as well. No expense spared. To get some brakes fitted this morning on car, so I had a little wander into town. And I thought I'd just make a quick little video. So I've got the Street Fighter 15th anniversary joystick. That's the first fancy joystick I ever bought for Street Fighter. From HMV in Leeds. Won't mention everything, just a few bits maybe of interest. Capcom will come from Capcom store in America. Got some Xbox stuff. The digital collection, the anniversary collection, and the Guile joypad, which is the Xbox One. To get that from America, they're quite scarce in the UK. Those, I'm not actually sure if we got an official release. And then those are the 4 standard PlayStation 2 ones we tend to see. They're all boxed. Some of those are brand new. Just opened them for this video. Moving up, we have some Street Fighter 4 stuff. So we got a selection of joypads there. Faceplate. Joypad skin, more joypads, got a double of the Zangief. Street Fighter 4 arcade stick, come from Game Station back in the day, and the 3DS version of Super Street Fighter 4, I think that was a launch game, again that's my original copy. Moving up, quite like that joystick, again Street Fighter 4, got the UK version, Super Street Fighter 4 and Ultra. Couple of action figure sort of items, alternative costume versions. Got a few action figures, but I don't actively collect full sets really. Got the Street Fighter 4. That's the American collector's edition. That's sealed. Got that with Daz Jones from shopping. Where was it? Sheffield. Got the American Street Fighter 4 3DS. That's one of the collector's editions. I'll show you in a minute. Quite like that Vegas figure. Looks like he's climbing up the wall. Ultra Street Fighter 4, PlayStation 3 Collector's Edition from Japan. In the back there we have the Super Street Fighter 4 Collector's Edition from Japan. And then the trusty UK one that everybody's got. Quite a good one actually, because we got 2 figures. America only got C Viper, so we came up trumps there. Moving up. We've got some Marvel vs Capcom 3 stuff. So we've got Jury, the Steelbook, that's the Infinite Steelbook, quite a nice joystick at the back there. Got one of my favourite poisons, tin of her pink hairspray. Got the Morrigan figure that I couldn't find last week. Marvel vs Capcom, sorry about the glare there, on the Dreamcast. Marvel vs Capcom 2. Japanese version, and Marvel vs Capcom 3. Up on the top, quite like those, like metal figures. They're quite old those, and the exact same size box as a Super Famicom game. PC Engine games, Ultimate Marvel vs Capcom 3 joystick, figure. Not too sure about keeping those 3. I'm not a massive fan of those sort of things. I'll put it with the Street Fighter, Pocket Fighters, isn't it? A couple of boxes on the top there. Again, those won't be displayed full time, it's just for the time being. I bunged them up there, a few picture frames. Super Famicom games, nice review. 3 PlayStation 1 Japanese versions of the game. A couple of art books at the back there. We have got a nice Ibuki figure, Rainbow Mika. By Advance, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo in the tin. More games, more spin-offs. That's my actual Street Fighter 2 American version I bought back in the day, imported it. About £100-ish, wasn't it back then? I had to buy the converter as well. 03. Not a massive Amiga collector, but I kept that actually just because it's got that Blanca pin badge. I thought that was quite a nice little addition. Moving down, Hyper Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Collector's Edition, Japanese. set of badges. Thought they were quite nice. Little Chun-Li bust. And the Street Fighter Collection PlayStation. And number 2. Funny enough, I couldn't find the Saturn version. So like I said, there's quite a few games missing. It's just I found the one I could do. I've not been able to display everything anyway. A few books. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Limited Edition from Japan. And that's a new Chun-Li that come in early on this year. Some modern Street Fighter 5 PlayStation 4 Japanese version. A Ryu figure. It's a day 1 edition from the UK. I actually had that on a video years ago. Mugs. That's the American Collector's Edition. Came with that Ryu figure. Another spin-off item at the bottom there. Just thought I'll stick that on. It's Tatsunoko versus Capcom arcade sticking game. Again, some more figures. I just bung these down here. As I say, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all of these. Probably keep a few, but I'm not a massive collector of those. Capcom versus SNK2. They look quite good in the boxes. I know Eddie said that the other day, so I'll keep them. Some of the games as well. Capcom versus SNK2. And some figures. Moving up, a few more spin-offs. And the Capcom versus SNK2 games. GameCube, PlayStation 2, Dreamcast. And the Capcom versions of the figures. Bought those from Blackpool a few years ago, Play Expo. Stu too, he pointed them out. He knew that I'd be probably in the market for those, and he was right. We've got another spin-off, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Got the collector's edition in the UK. Love that joystick, it's one of my favourites. A couple of joypads. Japanese version of the game. Little store display. I used to know the manageress of the game station. She used to give me stuff like that rather than throw it away. Poison again. More games, and these are the figures I tend to collect rather than the action figure sort. So obviously Cammy, Battle Dress Chun-Li, Ibuki. Moving on to Cammy. So yeah, big collector of those. Probably one or two I'm missing. Up on the top there, Japanese Mega Drive game. Selection of action figures, we've got Monopoly, Ken, Cammy, the books version of Street Fighter from Japan, a few more boxes, photo frames. So yeah, I thought I'll share that with you. I know I've got quite a lot of positive comments from the Darkstalkers video, people surprised to see me back. But yeah, it's not that I just don't. Not really into making videos, never have been, not pickups videos. So for me, it'll probably be more collection videos, like next time I'll do my big statues, which will fill up these bookcases. And then I'm thinking about coming back with maybe some videos on other fighting games, because it's actually quite amazing how many fighting games I've seemed to have collected, all the different, SNK games. Got Guilty Gear. Do another couple of nice videos on other sorts of fighting games, other joysticks, collectibles. And yeah, it gives me something to do. I go through the collection, pick out what I'm actually keeping for myself, which on here, as I say, is pretty much everything. Just a couple of little bits and bobs, doubles I've put aside. I had a couple of those action figures doubles, so they've gone into my sales pile. Also, for instance, those sort of figures, it tells me exactly which ones I've got. I can look back at the video, can't I, and see what I'm missing, rather than getting two of the same. But yeah, I hope everybody liked that. I'll definitely come back again soon with another video. Probably be definitely part 2 of this, and then hoping to come back in the new year, maybe with a few more videos on my other fighting games. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.